No. The audio of Corey pooping is still there. That's still recorded locally. It's just the video.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, the transgressions videos are gone.
That's good.
Yeah, I lost it. Oh my God, I'm really fucking drunk right now.
This is the best time to try to do this sort of thing.
I know. I was like, I have one eye open and I'm trying to figure out.
One eye open.
You're drunk. You've got a guest in the room who's actively working against you. I ate a human corpse today, which is just reacting in my body.
Corey, I cannot do this a third time. I am not deleting a third episode. So it's funny. Somehow we have 3 viewers already. I was telling Grant before, so I got free box seats to see Metallica next Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, I paid for seats, and then I sold them for my free box seats because I'm a white privileged.
Yes, that's fair.
White people problems.
God damn, I can't even do the fucking bullshit podcast crap.
I'll take you someday. Yeah, Ashley's jealous. Tell Nate over at Inked Dickhead Studios that I got fucking box seats for Metallica because you can suck on this dick. Cancel my fucking episode. Stop kicking shit.
Did I kick anything?
Oh, you're just wiggling that, and I can hear it.
Sorry.
It sounds like a dog being tortured.
Right. We might see live video of me whipping, just fucking beating a white man with a cat of nine tails.
Is that me?
Yeah.
So it's your wedding. It's your wedding video.
Yeah, wedding night again.
You're like, is that Matt? That looks like his wife beating him.
Just fucking. All of a sudden, it's Grant. His wife lost a lot of hair and grew 2 feet.
Why is he handcuffed to
that? Why are we here?
Did he commit a crime?
Someone text me. It's not my wife. I got worried. It's my white wife from Minneapolis.
Are you seriously texting people on the back?
Yeah. So we're playing a show in Madison, and it sound. Can you read that? I don't want to say
there's some talk.
No. Don't. Yeah. Sorry.
I can't read it. I thought you meant out loud.
Can you read that out loud to the audience?
I don't want him to read it out loud because I don't want to blow what is potentially a surprise.
Love it.
In case did you get it?
Yeah.
Just in case there's anyone listening who
surprised from the blowing. You know what the reaction is finally going to get to.
So while you were pooping, both of us were deep throating microphones and recording it. Just anyone watching or listening should understand that Grant.
They've hung up at this point.
Disclaimer: Grant and I have been drinking since 2 p.m. It is 9:30 p.m.
But what are we drinking, Matt?
I don't remember. Was this before or after I had to delete and restart a video? It's Breweries out of a lunchbox. It's a peanut butter and jelly beer.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I just threw it in my mouth.
So my wife said to me yesterday, because I was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing the podcast tomorrow," and I wonder how
episode. What's
maybe
happening?
But I was just like, I wonder how drunk Matt's going to be, and she's like,
very.
She was like, maybe don't do
Matt an alcoholic, and I'm like, no, I'm not saying Matt's an alcoholic this time. I'm saying that I know that this is a special occasion where Matt is really going to be drunk. Well, but doesn't he drink on every episode? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not an alcoholic. He's just from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
in the rest of the nation,
stay warm.
Everywhere else in the world, yes, that would be considered.
Normally, I start drinking when we start recording. Now that Grant is here, I started drinking 7 hours before we started recording. That's a difference. I hate this fucking arm.
And what's funny is that you probably got more out of watching the movie this time than you do any of the times.
No. It's totally the Wolfcop is much funnier when you're drinking.
Oh God, I can't imagine that anyone. I'm sorry, Corey. I can't imagine anyone would watch this movie not drink.
so
this movie is a mess.
Grant made a comment about you watching this and be like, hey, you got to drink 4 beers. You got to watch 4 beers before you drink it. You gotta.
Those are not the words I chose.
No, he said you have to drink 4 beers before you watch it, and I'm like, oh, Corey doesn't drink, and he just goes,
do not drink.
Man, I'm sorry.
What I did,
I was like, I can't believe you made him watch this movie.
What I tried to do to get me in Matt's frame of mind is
stuck a finger in your butt.
No, I did the Humble Bundle this week because it's a whole bunch of horror-themed video games.
Ooh.
And one of them is the Friday the 13th game, which I've been wanting to get anyways. So it was just like, this is the opportunity.
It got real cheap when they took away the rights for them to be able to use it.
Whatever. It was something that I was always going to buy. It was just like, it turned out this week I had the extra cash, and this was an opportunity to get, like, there was some bunch of other stuff on there. But so I like
your pornography.
I wouldn't say cut back. It's less effective.
I like to call it the perfect storm when your pornography subscription fees line up so that you have extra cash.
Yeah, or when you don't have a vet bill to pay.
Exactly.
Right. So what I did is I put the movie on in one window or one screen on my computer, and then I was playing the Friday the 13th game on the other screen. And I'm like, this will be like Matt because I'm completely fucking ignoring what my task is.
He ain't wrong. There are a lot of times. So Grant is sitting in the room in which I podcast in, and his head is about a foot from a TV. So a lot of times I will play video games and have the movie on the TV up here. And yeah, I'm pretty lazy.
For example, the Littlest Reich.
Oh, fuck yeah,
I spent half that movie. I was going, Matt, this person is being horribly maimed, and you're texting somebody
or drinking or cooking you fucking dinner.
Delicious, by the way.
I did cook him dinner. He didn't even put out yet.
Smoked cheddar? What?
Smoked cheddar, smoked chicken, smoked jalapenos. Jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
Jalapenos. That's a good one too. And then I smoked jet butt.
Just Puppet Master. Puppet Master at Littlest Reich, though. Nothing about Puppet Master at Littlest Reich.
Well, Corey hasn't seen it. And that was about 6 beers ago. And another Wolfcop ago.
It was fantastic.
We'll cover that at a later date.
It's a lot of intestines.
Yeah, don't forget the littlest Führer. The baby Hitler with a mustache. But that's not where we're here. We're here to talk about another Wolfcop.
But if you need to know that baby Hitler exists.
He does.
As a doll.
He does.
That can invade your spinal cord.
Yeah, he can drive your body.
And drive your body. And make you kill Jewish people.
Do you watch...
Why did that happen?
Do you watch Tim and Eric?
Yes.
Yeah, Corey, do you watch Tim and Eric?
No. I don't drink.
I think Tim and Eric's more of a drug thing.
I was going to say, I think Tim and Eric means more than drinking.
I don't do that either.
So when Grant pointed out that the littlest Führer can drive your body, it reminded me of a part Tim and Eric do a skit, Jim and Derek at Spring Break, when they have maximum energy spread.
Get dusted.
Yeah. So there was one. They did it at a live show that the video was, but it was like the top 10, and it was energy spread. And he goes, "Are you sick of drinking those 40 ounces of energy drink?" And then they pull out this energy spread, and he goes, "It's an energy spread that incorporates itself with your body." And the littlest Führer who climbs into your spine, with the way you said it, reminded me of that, because he's like, he just incorporates himself into your body.
My favorite is that the get dusted, and it's just Doritos.
Yeah.
But without the Doritos.
Yeah.
It's just the flavor from Doritos in a bag.
It's just the essence
a large
of Dorito.
bag of the flavor, and they just are like doing their teeth with it and snorting it.
It's pretty
yelling,
cocaine.
"Get dusted!" Jim and Derek.
I have to because I can't watch like a 3-minute video. Yeah, and the D-whip, the whip,
the D-whip,
slip. Oh, spaghetti. Man, Corey, I really wish you watched this. Pumpers. Pumpers like to pump. Well, here we go. All right. Prepare yourself, Corey.
Yo, you sick of pounding those 40 ounces of liquid?
Now you got spread, bro.
Spread this shit right on your skin, and you get immediate energy and the flavor, which incorporates itself into your own body.
Oh man, Corey, you need to watch more Tim and Eric.
Any Tim and Eric would be more.
Now you got spread, Brosh. Yeah, I don't necessarily blame you for not watching Tim and Eric. It's
probably a sign of solid mental health.
I don't know. Have you ever met Corey?
No.
I mean, internet met Corey.
I've been on the show with Matt for 3 years. I'm not doing well.
He seems to have very regular bowel movements.
He shits a lot.
And
no, they're not regular. This is a fucking paranormal activity curse. That's why it's coming in threes.
Oh my God. So wait. You shit twice since we started this show an hour ago?
But it's waves though. It's gonna get worse. We went and had Mexican. I went with what I thought was the safe option. I got super quesadilla. I got a super quesadilla.
This will be safe. Let's eat the super quesadilla.
It was just meat and cheese and sour cream. I don't even do guac. I don't do pico de gallo because fuck cilantro.
Super diarrhea,
out, sir.
Yeah. Like people at I had a muy macho chimichanga at my table. God. I had something that was just chicken covered in a heavy cheese sauce. All these things around me, and my thing came out, and it was like the fucking white mayonnaise sandwich of the South, just sitting there in like multicultural land. And like, here's just this bland piece of shit in front of me. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going to get jumped by Richie Valens on the way out of here because I am the whitest motherfucker in the world. Yeah, Richie Valens and Los Lobos are going to come up and just club me in the back of the head. No, it just like, and we left there and the other 7 guys I was with, all fine, all felt great and everything. And I was just immediately like, I think that disagreed with me.
Just Corey's got
oh no, Corey, that wasn't right. Oh no.
But that was at lunchtime, and I've had this like gulag situation going on in my stomach where it's like everything's just trapped. It's just like it wants to come out, but it can't. And I've tried like 4 times since I got home, and just like I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Nope, nothing's happened. All right, I'm good. Then I'm good. I'm gonna go use the bath. No, I'm good. I'm good right now. And then I come here and I sit down with you, and the first thing you guys talk about is fucking you just took a shit on the fucking air and like all these things, like, and you just pooped your pants and I pooped my pants and we laughed for fucking hours. I'm like, Matt, that's great. And all my stomach said is, hey, that sounds wonderful.
Matt,
why don't we go try that?
Matt, if I'm not lying to you, I had some Metamucil before I came here.
I don't blame you. There was a period of time where I drank Metamucil every night.
No, I know you're a mucil head.
I'm not a mucil head anymore. I haven't had to. I adjusted my diet, and now I'm shitting solid. I'm shitting like a pro. Do you know what knob we need to hit so Corey can hear what I play on my audio? It's this one. Okay. So
yes, touch Matt's knob.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit that so we can play this video. We're it was talked about how we really wanted to make sure we cover that video. I shit my pants a little bit when I laughed because of that. But so
Pirate White Zombie cover.
So Grant and I are watching the movie that we're watching this week, another Wolfcop, which let's see, how far are we into this shit are we? 25 minutes. That's not actually the worst. We've taken a half an hour just to get to the intro. It's pretty bad. This show is a fucking nightmare. Anyways, so we're watching this Pirate White Zombies happening. I'm like, you know what would be really funny? Because Grant knows everyone in my band. I'm like, I'm going to text everyone and say, hey guys, this is the new direction of our band. I started the video. Grant leans over and basically bare ass shits in my mouth. Yeah, it was hilarious. I laughed so hard I had to poop.
And then they come on here and they start playing this for me, and then I've had to poop ever since.
Yeah, we've made Corey poop twice, so we really need to slow it down.
You're welcome, Corey.
Yeah, we're cleaning out that GI.
I really wish it was going to be my last time, but I'm feeling there's a storm of brewing.
You can call me later tonight if you need more.
I really wanted to take pictures and send it to you guys while I was in there. Just look. It's one of those things where the toilet water is no longer, it doesn't count as water. It's just like surface skimming is just. It looked like fucking moon rocks. It was just a fucking massacre. Like that little robot that the Mars rover came rolling across it and is like, what a rocky terrain this is. It wasn't good.
Jesus.
Quesadilla. Fucking quesadilla.
What was it? The
safest thing on the menu.
The mountain quesadilla?
No, it was a super quesadilla. That just means it's a larger one and it has meat and cheese.
Broken rectum quesadilla. It comes with 700% more jalapeno.
50% refried beans.
Oh man.
I'm just the lamest white guy in the fucking world.
No, you're not. Not at all.
Agreed.
Super side is such a.
No, Corey. Sorry.
I thought he left again.
You were like, he's gone.
No.
I'm sorry, Corey.
No, it's all right. This is my life now. This is just how it goes. This is what you're.
I'm riding a wave right now because Matt made me some smoked jalapenos.
Yeah, we probably talked about that already.
And
I don't remember what we had to delete or not because of your transgressions on the internet. I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right. So he made a smoked jalapeno for me.
Yeah,
it was delicious. Amazing.
Literally smoked.
My smoked jalapeno did not have seeds until halfway through. So I was fine.
I apparently just signed up for Blue Apron.
Matt's had seeds immediately. So he had some and just died. And I was sitting there going, it's not that bad, man. What's the problem? Which then, of course, made him have more jalapeno. He's going to be paying for it for multiple days of butthole fire.
It ain't that bad. I ain't no bitch.
Have you guys ever talked about the original Wolfcop on here?
No.
I thought we did.
Nope. I do want to point out that there's deep throat a bottle. We've been trying to do this episode since April. This will come out in September, and that's a no fault. I don't want to say that that's Grant's fault or anyone's fault. No. So the first day we had this scheduled, we literally got fucking 2.5 feet of snow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
39 inches you guys had.
Something like that.
It was insane.
That's almost 4 feet.
And I was about to drive up here.
I think it was 29.
I was about to,
because that seems more logical than 39.
I think it was 30. Anyways, I was about to drive up here and was like, I don't know. I mean, it looks like there's a snowstorm that is going to hit your house.
Yeah,
directly.
Yeah,
like there's like on the either side, there's like 20 miles, but like the like path of destruction rides directly over your roof.
Yeah, it was like a Slayer song.
That's not how Slayer sings.
Yeah. So in April we had this planned, and then my house got like 30 inches of snow. So I think it was about 2.5 feet of snow, somewhere in there. Anyways, then we had this plan for May, and then our very good friend's mom passed away, and the funeral was scheduled for the night he was supposed to come over.
Yeah, literally the same weekend.
Yep. So I went to his house and got really drunk instead. Shocker to everyone listening, I know. So the next free weekend, we were like, yeah, how's August? And surprisingly, it worked out. Here we are. You want to make out?
You know what's worse is that I have kids and I'm less busy than Matt.
How does that shock
Matt is
you at all?
So busy. He has so many people that he knows and so many people that care about him.
Yeah, my dick is widespread.
He gets to go and have a fucking life and do shit.
I know.
Yeah, wrong.
He's like out doing stuff, and I'm like, what? I don't even leave my house.
I'm just sitting here plotting the death of these.
I'm like sitting here thinking about Matt being stabbed.
Go play near the gas oven. Have fun with that.
What? Corey, you don't have kids.
What?
I wish this fucking thing would stay down. Corey, you don't have kids. Why are you hating? Why are you hating?
Get in there, Corey. Just pile on him.
Because I can empathize.
Corey, can you just drop a pile on my chest?
Was that iced tea, Corey?
Yeah. All that motherfucker drinks iced tea and root beer.
Yep.
Mixed?
Corey, what are you drinking?
Wait.
Lipton iced tea.
Yes. Dirty water.
I know. He's totally my side piece. I know what he's putting in his mouth.
Matt just gets me drunk. That's what he wants. Makes me go on a podcast.
Shut up. I noticed you got 2 cups over there. What happened to the water I gave you? Are you serious? Do you need more? All right. He shook his head no. Anyone watching this video that is a consenting adult? Yeah.
So you
My
guys
eyes burn.
the first Wolf Cop.
Yeah, we watched the first Wolf Cop. There was a lot of parts that I forgot.
It
was less insane than this one.
This one went way over the edge. So the first one was,
I think I fell asleep for a second.
I mean, the first one was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was-
So I equated Wolf Cop to like Deathgasm, where it was over the top and it was really ridiculous. And I assume Deathgasm 2 will be similar to another Wolf Cop, where it's like, hey, we got away with it. Let's just take a fucking shit on the script and make it goddamn ridiculous.
You know what it reminded me of?
Pornography. No,
no.
I guess. Sorry.
What was the True Survivor? It came out about
Kung Fury.
Yeah, Kung Fury.
Yeah, you ever? That's a
It
good
came
song.
out at basically the same time as Kung Fury. I think it was crowdfunded, correct?
Yeah, it definitely was.
Same kind of just like, hey, we're gonna make a movie. It's gonna be stupid. It is gonna be this genre. It's gonna be just over the top. And we're just gonna play to whoever is funding us, which is just stupid horror.
So Wolf Cop came out in 2014. Kung Fury came out in 2015. There is Kung Fury 2 coming out eventually, which so Kung Fury was only a half an hour. Kung Fury 2 is going to be a full length. Not that Wolf Cop 1 or 2 was like long. They were both really short movies, but
it was an hour 18 for 2.
Yep. And the first,
but I felt like Wolf Cop was more of a serious movie than Kung Fury was. You know, like Kung Fury was
just trying to hit all these different notes.
Oh god.
Yeah, and it felt like it. I mean,
here's the hacker guy. Here's the Valhalla woman. Whatever. And
yeah,
it's some sick Viking tits.
Which I mean, you can't blame Wolf Cop, but they were doing kind of the same thing. They just weren't like bam, 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 like hitting everything. They weren't as obvious about it. It was still kind of your low budget horror. But it was tongue in cheek, and they were well aware of what they were doing.
I also didn't realize that Kevin Smith was in another Wolf Cop.
Yeah.
So, screaming, "Get yourself a cold cock."
Yes.
Sorry, I had to like squint to read Ashley's comment that the art behind you has changed. No, behind Corey. Dumb fuck.
Oh yes.
I noticed it because I'm not an asshole, Ashley.
Yeah. Last episode we did, Eric
asshole.
I didn't have any of my wife's artwork up because I was doing some transitioning stuff in the office here, and so I decided to put this one up right before the show. This is one of the first pieces that my wife ever did, and is my favorite, probably all of her stuff, because it's a self-portrait.
Your wife painted that?
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
There's 9,000% less dicks in it though.
That you can.
Hey Corey, now that we're podcast buds, can I get a discount on your wife's artwork?
No. Yeah. Corey, tell her I said no. I'll text her if I have to.
She's got this piece she's working on right now that is already pretty much pre-sold for a couple.
It's my dick.
It's called Matt and that douche next to him.
I think it'll make you happy. At any rate, so I watched the first Wolf Cop the other night, and then I was starting to watch the second one, and here, like I was saying, I was going to watch it while I was playing the Friday the 13th game, but Aaron was like, hey, come out here and watch it with me. And she hasn't seen the first one, but I had said that Wolf Cop kind of reminded me of the old Trauma movies, like the Toxic Avengers.
Totally.
Which means that the director of this is probably going to get fired from Disney at some point for doing shit like funny. But at any rate, the second movie, way more like Trauma. And they just went for it. And I don't think that was the wrong move. I think that if you enjoyed the first Wolf Cop, you're not enjoying it because of the story. You're enjoying it because of the silliness, because of the characters. Like, one of the things I was excited about is that they brought the character of Willie back from the first one.
I thought it was weird. I forgot what Willie had to do with the first one, though, as I assumed.
Yeah,
Grant did.
having multiple years in between, we were both like, "Who the hell is Willie?"
Yeah. In the first one, Willie was his friend that was kind of like the crazy conspiracy theory guy in the town, and recognized that Lou Guru, who becomes the Wolfcop, recognized that he has been infected with lycanthropy, and goes and uses Wolfsbane to prove it. So he's all prepped and he understands the stuff and everything. But then it turns out that Willie is actually part of the secret society of shapeshifters in the first one that are all like aliens and shit. But
See, I like that Corey has watched Wolfcop in less than 3 years ago, so he can remind me of what happened.
I think the problem with Wolfcop is that it's so forgettable.
Yeah,
It's such like a oh hey, that was enjoyable, and then like a minute later you're like, I don't know, there's something about a wolf and a cop. And
it's like bloody murder.
he
huh?
was drinking too much. That was it. Witches or something.
but
Rape artist.
that's just it. And so in this one, we find out that the Willie that we saw in the last movie, really Willie, it was some shapeshifter that had disguised itself as him, and Willie had been captured by aliens and getting anal probed the whole time. And so Willie shows up and it's like, oh, what the fuck?
Just the way he describes it in this in the second movie, where it's like, I was long shaft, and then it cuts to him just getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, so Willie comes in and he's like, I've been getting anal probed this whole time. And then he gets confronted with the fact that his friend is a werewolf. He's like, you're a wolf. And the guy's like, cop. He's like, dude,
Okay. Simple enough.
Yep.
So's my sister. Meh.
yeah, and that's the other thing is just randomly they go to see Willie's sister to try to help Lou, who's just gotten beat the fuck up by some robot. Some random Terminator style robot is in
They
here,
never explain that.
not even once. And so they go to her, and it's just like, here, there's this dusted up moon rock shit. Go ahead and snort this and you'll be better.
That part was my favorite, though. The fact that she just had moon rocks and she was making powder snort out of them was so stupid.
So it's okay. So I shit you not, we're watching this movie, and Grant is like, "Hey, do you remember that weird, like, never-ending sex scene in the first one where he's the fucking wolf?" And
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah,
Oh,
holy
it was
shit!
so
I hope that
strange.
happens again." And then it totally fucking does, but with the chick.
It's just unwatchable. Like,
Cat like with the full litter of boobs, just like 6 stacked down like abs on the front of her.
Yep.
And he's like, I'll go for it. You know, and they just bag away for 10 minutes of the movie. And that's what I'm saying is they didn't do anything wrong. They took what they did in the first one and they said, fuck it, let's go all in on all that shit.
I love that he was not a wolf during any of that.
No.
Like,
No, I
she-
assumed that he would turn
and
into a wolf, and they would
they-
have like primal wolf fuck time.
Right. So they never explain that just like anybody can do like a line of moon rock and they become a wolf cop.
Or
Like that's never explained. Like could I go over there and just like, and then suddenly I'm a wolf cop?
No, I think it had a lot to do with the fact that they were both lichen.
How
So-
how
so-
do you
so
know
snorting-
she was lichen?
Because I think it's just assumed, but you'd have to assume that snorting moon dust would turn you to a primal form of you.
That's quite the assumption.
I guess I saw another wolf cop on another level than you.
You saw it much deeper than I did because I saw it and I was like, oh, anybody that snorts moon rock becomes related to the moon, hence a wolf person.
Apparently, you're a dumb, stupid idiot.
Werewolf.
Matt, you have to understand, you don't have a level.
What was that? I'm sorry. Would you like to say?
I was gonna
that
say,
again to my
are we
face?
searching for deeper levels on Wolf Cop? Because I feel like if we have
No.
reached that point, we're totally
We?
missing the point of
You?
Wolf Cop.
No, yeah, I don't think it's.
All right. So I knew this movie was going to be fun when they brought Willie back. I did not have myself.
Expect a penis Willie.
Yeah, exactly. Matt Willie. So, and to go back into the theme of this show already, Willie, who's been getting anal probe for the last however many years, has to take a huge shit. and it's like affecting him, and he's sitting in
Corey.
the toilet, and he's dying.
He's literally Corey.
Yeah, he's literally me.
He had to shit.
And then
Everything, the whole world was put on pause so Corey could make boom booms.
he argues with it. He's like, "I'm not gonna die from this shit." And then he's like, "I don't think this is
Corey.
at all." And he's in front of the mirror and he's screaming at himself about him shitting, and then something comes bursting out of him, or it looks like he's gonna have like an alien baby. No, instead, his dick comes to life. And
so we had a debate about that.
We literally had this conversation after you.
At first, we thought a fetus was coming out of his stomach.
Yeah, because you see him.
Right, because you see it popping out of his stomach. We're like, oh, what the hell? And then we're like, wow, that's a really phallic fetus. That's the most phallic fetus I've ever seen in my life. And then we were like, okay, it's a Quatu, hence we're thinking of Total Recall.
Yeah.
And then it like cut to like him, and it was like between his legs.
He's having conversations with it. It was strange.
And we were like, oh, I mean, this was much lower than we thought based on like where it exploded from out of his body. And then later it was like a separate alien.
Yeah, and when they're watching TV when the wolf fuck scene is happening.
So the wolf fuck scene, which apparently took 4 hours. According to Willie,
masturbated 37
he said,
times.
"Oh, that was worth 4 hours of my life. You didn't even hear me crowning." And he gave birth.
He really did say that. I forgot about that part.
Gave birth to his own alien penis.
Yep. But what I think is very strange is, so he gives birth to this. So he has like a talking penis, and then an hour later in the movie, he has an alien penis. But at the hockey game at the end, they swirl the didgeridoo, and Dongo McGongo plays his fucking song, and everyone just shoots an alien out right away. Where's their alien penis?
Not Dongo McGongo. That was not his name.
What was it? Fucking Dongo.
Remember, he was enhancing the transformation with that sound device when he was playing the organ. That sonic thing was giving off the waves that was causing everybody to transform. Willie had been drinking the beer. That's why they were all getting infected, but it got triggered by this device that the organist, Organo.
So what you're saying is,
as they say, grab yourself a cold cock.
Grab yourself a cold cock. So if you drink enough of the cold cock without the spinny didgeries, you just have a talking dick?
Haven't we all been there?
No, Corey doesn't drink. I've never drank so much that my dick started to talk to me.
You haven't lived.
He ain't wrong.
Yeah,
He
and
ain't wrong.
not like you listen to anybody, you motherfucker.
I'm married. I'm my own man.
That is the exact opposite of what you said. So Organo, by the way, lead singer of Styx, the band.
What?
Yeah, he's the guy who original guy. So that guy, that was a cameo, that like Kevin Smith thing, except who would know who that was?
Yeah, I never
Corey,
expected Kevin Smith to be in this.
That was
thing.
the best Easter egg possible.
That's what Corey's here for. Deep cuts.
Yeah,
I mean, Kevin Smith is good, but Organo,
fucking the singer of Styx.
Yeah, his name's Gowan or something. He was in a band, and they were touring with Styx before. And then when they got rid of the original singer, Tommy Shaw was like, "Hey, you should come sing with us." And he recorded some album stuff. And then he's all over the newest album, which is actually phenomenal. The latest.
His real name is Lawrence.
Lawrence Gowan.
Yeah. So you made it sound like you got Gowan. That's his name. His fucking name is Lawrence. Stop that. Stop domoing me on my. Oh my god! Apparently Gowan, as Corey likes to call him, I prefer to call him Lawrence. He's been in
if
6
you look
movies.
At the IMDb page, he's credited as Gowan in the credits.
Yeah, I credit him as being a dickhead.
Well, but in this movie, that's actually essential.
From thenceforth forward, herefore once forward, I will be credited as Steen.
Can we all talk about how
Can you stop kicking shit? Here?
His name was the villain's name
was fucking Simon
Sydney Swallows, and he was from Woodhaven. Yep. He formed a hockey team and brewery combined at the ice rink.
Which, if you're listening to this and you know where to purchase a Woodhaven Dark Stars hockey jersey,
I will purchase from you.
Get at us.
Grant
wants one.
I absolutely want it.
And I know how to look like on me because Kevin Smith was wearing it through the whole thing. And
right.
Yep.
Like
so y'all got some bitch tits.
So Sydney Swallows, the head of the alien invasion.
Yeah, the Dark Star Brewery.
He also owned the Dark Star Brewery. He was also a motivational speaker. He also owned the Dark Star hockey team.
Yep.
Housed them all at the brewery.
Yep.
They played against the Regina Potash team.
What was it? Regina.
Rhymes
with fun.
Rhymes with fun.
Yep.
That was the name of the town. Yep. Regina. Rhymes with fun.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah. So that was Sydney Swallows versus Regina.
It's Woodhaven versus Regina.
Sydney Swallows.
Close to vagina.
Rhymes with fun. Regina.
Yeah, vagina rhymes with fun. Sydney Swallows. Vagina swallows. I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore.
No. You had no direction.
There's no real
story in my life.
All right.
Direction to it's just, oh my god, a bunch of immaturity.
Corey, fix the show.
All right. So in the first one, I think we know that in the first one, Lou the Wolfcop has an affair with the bartender chick who turns out to be one of the shapeshifters, and also like looks 80 in most of the time, and then is actually 2,000 years old. But we kind of feel like maybe he and the other cop Tina are maybe starting to get together, and they place a couple of hints like that in this one. But then as soon as they go out of town and he sees Willie's sister Kat in those leather pants, he's like, I'm going to fuck this girl.
Baby, why don't you come over and fuck that ass?
Yeah.
Just go straight for the fucking moon dust. Straight for the moon dust.
Well, I didn't hate it when her ass got slapped in those pleather pants.
But then
if Grant wasn't here, I would have went dick out, balls deep on my couch.
I was opposed to it.
I didn't ask your permission. If I want to fuck my couch, I will fuck my couch, regardless if you're here. I would have been like, Grant, you need to leave. I'm going to fuck my couch. As an adult, I'll fuck my couch if I want to fuck my couch.
Yeah, because when you're not an adult, you fuck food on, obviously.
Yeah, usually you use food.
It's not your couch then.
A food. Yeah,
consent.
He ain't wrong. That's not your couch. You didn't pay for that couch. You can't fuck that couch. That's not your couch. That's couch rape.
I feel like I'm watching Tim and Eric now.
Off the rails.
So they do have this moment where Willie's like, "Hey, God damn you!" I can feel shit number 3 coming on.
Oh my god, that'll never get old. I forgot what we were talking about.
You were raping your couch.
It's my couch. I paid for it. It's not rape.
There's a lot of logic there that would go against you involving prostitutes.
Yeah, we should move on. We should move on.
More cushion for the pushing. Anyway,
I'm not opposed to fucking a fat chick. No? Okay. Let's move on. Let's
more for a lazy boy. So Tina comes up, and it's like you see the tension between her and Lou, but then Willie's like, yeah, and he just fucked the shit out of my sister for 4 hours. That was uncomfortable. And you see this moment of like, oh, does that bother you? No, it doesn't bother me. Does it bother you? No, it doesn't bother me. But it bothers them. So I still think there's going to be, like, in the third one, the Tina-Lou relationship has to happen. But then they have to up the sex ante in the third one. So there's going to be werewolf orgy, right?
Which you'll agree that it was clearly left open for a third one.
Oh, it definitely was.
Yeah.
The poor man's Rob Lowe, who was the villain.
Yes, Swallows.
Swallows, who was a poor man's Rob Lowe.
Rob
escaped,
Swallows.
and he will be back. I assume the movie ended, and it just was suddenly
Oh,
over.
God.
There was like no bill. I mean, like there was kind of a Wolfcop creator Lowell Dean has ideas for Wolfcop 3 and 4. Oh, Matt found the site.
Yeah.
3 and 4 are coming.
Yep.
2 ended with like nothing at the end. It just suddenly was like, oh, and we're over. Everyone died except for Sydney Swallows. Poor man's Rob Lowe.
Yep.
And it was a complete mess.
The scene with the nun.
What?
As Matt usually does, he stops the movie.
Oh no! He didn't stop me, so I never watch movies past the credits. When the credits start, I turn the movie off.
There was a nun?
Yes. So there's a scene at over the end credits where the one of the guys who
I'm literally turning it on right now. Keep talking, Cordy.
one of the guys who was beat up by the wolf cop at the beginning of the movie, who had his face torn off, goes and gets his face like redone, and this nun at the hospital is wheeling him out, saying, you know, you're gonna be okay, you're gonna get on with life and everything. He's like, how do I look? And she looks at him and he looks just fucking all fucked up. And she's like, oh, it's okay. He's like, I think I'm gonna be good now. I'm gonna be okay now. And he gets up and he starts walking out of the street. And then the cop car comes and hits him, knocks his face off, and his face is like on the windshield of the car. And the nun, who's like in this white habit, gets sprayed with all his blood and shit and just screams. And that's how it ends. Is whatever the fuck you guys are doing.
He dropped a coaster and we went to get it. I don't know what's happening. Get more beer while you're out there. And then punch my wife if she gets mean. Don't do that. She'll fucking murder me tomorrow. I'm going to turn it on right now. I'm going to make a pee-pee break here pretty quick because I got the bladder of a baby.
You should probably give that back.
Shut up, Corey. Oh, please check my internet connection. Please fuck yourself. What the fuck?
So, at the end of Wolfcop and at the end of another Wolfcop, they both talk about the sequel that's coming. So
I'm not surprised. When I found a website saying that they were already had ideas for Wolfcop 3 and 4, I was not surprised. A little disappointed because it's like sometimes it's just leave enough alone. Like Grant had mentioned, we watched Puppet Master: The Littlest Reich, which is like Puppet Master fucking 14. And what the fuck's happening out there? There didn't need to be that many Puppet Master movies, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that there are 14 Puppet Master movies.
But this is all from the same person. Like, I assume the Puppet Master movies hit a point where it's like,
yeah, there are more than one person doing Puppet Master movies at one point. Sorry, just yawning over here because I'm old. What's up? What are you doing? Oh God. Sorry, there's a beer penis over here.
I'm just looking at your window. It looks like some sort of ghost figure is beating on it.
It was just Grant. He's jerking beer dicks over here.
That was a little creepy.
Yeah, real life.
Yeah, if you go to wolfcop.com, they've got shit.
Did you shit your pants? Oh my God. Grant literally, he just shit inside of my mouth. So if you go to wolfcop.com, I'm sorry, what?
You can find t-shirts and stuff.
I went there looking for the Dark Star hockey jersey.
Yeah,
got nothing.
That's too bad. But yeah, so if you got the ability to keep making these movies, just
why the fuck not? Yeah, why not? Ugh. What's up?
Got to sit through like 8 seasons of How I Met Your Mother to find out who the fucking mom was, and it didn't mean shit. So I'd rather see another fucking Wolf Cop movie come out every year.
But how did you?
Can I spoil it? Can I spoil it?
How You Met Your Mother?
Sure.
I met your mother at your kitchen one time.
Did you?
I think so.
She's a very nice lady. Your mother's a saint. Your mother, oh my God.
Your mother's a saint.
Your mother's a saint. Your mother, oh my God. 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 Your mother, oh my God I'd go live with her. She'd adopt me, I think.
That's fine. Have fun. There's the nun.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
we're watching the end right now. That guy's got he's got a scrotum on his face.
Oh, he was from the way start at the Santa's Helper van.
Yep.
Boof.
Oh, that's not how car accidents
I'm
work.
I'm guessing that's Wolfcop driving the
wait.
car, and then he just fucking windshield wipers away the face.
That's not how car accidents work. He hit him with his Wolfcop mobile.
Oh, Wolfcop will return.
And
Wolfcop
the guy
Riviera.
exploded. And he not only exploded,
Well, the guy
his face became detached
Yeah, that
and
didn't
hit
happen.
like a mask on the screen, on the windshield. Just like
just
amazing.
yeah.
it was pretty incredible. Yeah, but I feel like we're underserved in a couple things on this. Like there are characters that go through, like Scott, the deputy that gets fucked up and dies on his birthday. It's like, I feel like I'm gonna die tonight. Sure would suck to die on my birthday. And then just like
And then he dies on his
Fucking
birthday.
dead.
Daisy, the other rookie cop who gets kidnapped, which is awesome.
Was she the short-haired one?
Yeah.
So she had like the first like 10 minutes and then she disappeared, got kidnapped, and then she was back in like the last 5 minutes.
But who stole the fucking movie was those goddamn Regina cheerleaders.
Regina.
They beat the shit out of the tattooed face bitch that worked with swallows.
I would have fucked that chick.
I know you would have, but they just like they kept showing the stuff with the hockey, and the cheerleaders just like, yeah, fuck you, and then they like come in, and they're the only ones who hang out at the end, besides that old dude, and they're just kicking it, and then they go down and they actually like beat the fuck out of her, and like they land the best fucking role in the film. They're not even credited.
The real story is if you have to live in Canada, live in Regina, not Woodhaven.
Regina rhymes is fun.
Regina rhymes the fun.
So Grant had the best idea, or the best point is that probably what happened was these people made this film and they're like, hey, we're going to put all of our friends in it. And that's why they had the cheerleaders beating the shit out of someone.
Yeah. They're the best part.
They probably did. I feel like we can't talk about this movie without talking about the constant dicks.
Oh my God, Wolfcop
There were
has
so
a
many
massive
dicks.
cock.
So many dicks. Wolfcop is hung like a wolf.
Literal
Cop.
wolf. If we have one person who listens to that show that's going to love the fact that Wolfcop is hung like a fucking stallion, it's Ashley. And she's here right now watching this.
He's not hung like a stallion. He's hung like a wolf.
His fucking dick is, he's got a fucking, I can't even say a baby arm. It is like a full adult forearm.
And then,
Go back to the first
and then the rest of the movie is about how everyone else has alien penises that are as big as a forearm, at least.
Where's Grant's face?
fight them in the neck.
Oh God, I can't. Squeak. Don't shit on my microphone, please.
This is the chair.
Beautiful audio episode. In the first Wolfcop, the first time he transforms, he's in the bar. He's about to go fuck the bartender chick, but he has to go downstairs and because he's feeling sick. And the pissing, as he's pissing, all his blood stuff starts coming out. So again, I relate to this film a lot. But then you see this chick just like, and it's just spurting blood everywhere, and then it's the first thing to transform. The dick is the first thing to go like crazy shit, and the rest of him is like, what the fuck is going on with my dick?
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess I didn't get, why did Willie Higgins come back in that like alien crate covered in goo, and then he said like, I hope this isn't all any of your goo, Will. But he was like, what? Why was he there?
He was locked in a
back.
He thought his friend ejaculated on him, as you do.
No, I got the part about how he thought his friend ejaculated him.
Wait.
But
Grant,
why
have
was
you
he
ever woke up
back?
and been like, I hope Matt didn't jizz on me?
I haven't, but I know someone
Okay.
who did wake up with fake ejaculate on them.
Oh God, I feel like I remember this story,
And,
but please regale the crowd.
Well, then that's Matt.
No. I
It
was
was
not
not Matt.
involved in the fake jizz situation.
So we discovered in college that we could make fake semen out of corn syrup and non-dairy creamer, and we could make a pretty good batch of it, and we could just cover.
Fake semen is non-dairy creamer.
Well, I mean, with corn syrup,
Right, I know.
you just cover your friend's face in it while they're sleeping, and then of course they wake up thinking they're covered in semen, and you spend months, in our case almost a year, building up to the point that his roommate was probably a pervert and he was probably gonna ejaculate all over his face. We spent an entire year building up to this, and then we snuck in one night and just covered him in it. And he, of course, woke up thinking his roommate had ejaculated all over his face and wanted to kill him. And he grabbed him and just started punching him. And it was truly amazing. We let it go for a couple days before we let him know that it was fake. And at that point, he let us know that quite a bit had gotten in his mouth. and it wasn't a big deal. He was fine, but I think he hates us forever.
If it got in his mouth, I mean,
he was not going to let that detail out until he found out it was corn syrup, and then he was like,
"Did he wonder
on that note,
if his roommate was diabetic because of how sweet it was?" Like,
I guess he hadn't tasted that much semen.
woke up, my roommate had ejaculated all over my face. I beat the shit out of him for like 9 days straight. But I do have to say, it had a nice flavor.
He might want to lay off the sweets.
He may have just eaten pineapple for a week. Who knows?
I felt like I just ate the insides of an eclair. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Realize now I might have a taste for this. And then after you tell him, oh, it was just corn syrup.
He was like, that wasn't that bad.
It's like now after that, he's like, well, now I have to actually compare and find out what the real stuff is like, because is it better? Is it worse?
And those are super old. Grant finally noticed Ashley's comments, and I'm like, well, those are super old, so it has nothing to do with the jizz that we're talking about now. Yeah, and he keeps leaning on. I gave him a fart chair to sit on. So he keeps just stuffing the microphone in his ass and leaning.
I'll produce something of quality soon enough. So what movie are we watching again?
Another Wolfcop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Tina,
how have we not? How have we not talked about the fact that Lugaroo is the official sponsor of Liquor Donuts?
donuts.
I don't know how they didn't make Liquor Donuts like winter hats and shit like they're wearing in the movie.
Oh my God, I want one.
Yeah, I would totally wear one.
I want a Woodhaven Dark
Stars
hockey
jersey.
Yes,
I wouldn't
more
over
than I
that.
want the Liquor Donuts ad.
Times. Oh, okay.
Better team. That's unfair.
What?
You want the Dark Star jerseys, but you don't want the Regina jerseys, even though Regina's the better.
I would take the Regina jerseys all day, but I am worried about the
Regina jerseys.
people coming and going, oh, Regina. And I'd say, no, Regina. It rhymes with fun.
and 1 out of 100 people would be like, I get that.
And everyone else would go, you're the worst. God damn it.
Yep. You'd have to kill 12 people. Oh, God.
Yeah, there's a lot of marketing that can come from this. The Liquor Donuts they do in the first movie, but they bring it back in the second movie, and I was so excited about that. A lot of this they do call back, like the guy that he saves the first time that he becomes the Wolfcop in the first movie. He goes in and that guy's like selling all this shit based off of Wolfcop. He's like, is it cool that you sell that? He's like, oh yeah, we get a deal. He gets his 10%. And it's like, you're full of shit. I'm the Wolfcop, but fuck you.
Yeah.
But it is like, it felt like a continued story. It's not like when they said another Wolfcop, I thought, oh, what happens? They just bring in a different actor and they tell a Wolfcop story in another town or something, and they just do it all over again. No, it's more of Wolfcop. So the title's a little misleading. But
number one disappointing thing about the movie, though, the Wolfcop mobile was
fucking blows up right away.
Like 10 seconds. Come on.
That was the best part about the first one.
The fact that he made that with his own welder and claws
when he 18'd it.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Who did?
Every episode of the A-Team was like, oh, we got captured by the bad guys, but they locked us in this garage with all these tools. So let's build something that will get us out of here.
Yeah. And then Wolfcop 1, he gets locked in with an old police cruiser. And he makes it into a badass Wolfcop mobile. Wolfcop 2, he's got it for 10 seconds. Yep.
Yeah. Wolfcop 2 had a lot of Wolfcop in it. It really didn't. There's a lot of people.
It's my fucking life today. No, it really different. It's really different. It really didn't. You get more. Can't even say you really get more female Wolfcop. Wolfcop bitch, if you will. Wolf bitch.
I don't think that's the term she prefers.
Yeah, whatever. She's got.
First of all, she's not a cop.
She's got 6 boobies.
She is a wolf
lady,
some sort of Wiccan healer,
but
wolf shaman.
Sure, yeah.
Wolf shaman. You don't want to tire it out with just one orientation. Yeah, you don't get a ton of Wolfcop. I mean, it kind of sucks that the movie's only an hour and 18 minutes long to begin with. But you know what you do get? The Luger Drew mix. I told you not to turn that fucking thing off in between talking. Yep. Oh my god, he broke it. Oh, that's my favorite part is that he pulled his headphones out. Oh my god. This is like dealing with a child. Try it again.
Wolfcop.
There you go.
There we go. Hey. No right channel.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house? Grant Hill with a dick for that motherfucking mouth. What were you gonna say?
You said you don't get enough Wolfcop, but you know what you do get?
And yeah, then I talked for 3 minutes.
Wolf
and forgot.
Shaman? I don't remember.
You do get a lot of wolf cock.
I guess I'm really concerned about how this works out, where anyone can do a line of moon rock.
Moon rock, yeah.
I don't think that's
It doesn't require a full moon. It just requires that you have moon rock. If you have moon rock, you can bust it up, make a line of it, do a line of moon rock, and then suddenly you're a wolf shaman or a wolf bank teller or like whatever you are.
Just you're a bank claims adjuster or a wolf bank.
I don't think banks have claims adjusters.
Fuck. Shut your fucking cocks. You'd be. Let's rewind it. You'd be a wolf claims adjuster.
A wolf claims adjuster would settle claims very quickly
And
for less money than anyone thought, because the claimant would be like, "Holy shit, that's a wolf." I will take the actual cash value of this item. I don't want to fight for replacement cost. Just give it to me. The end.
My guess, and they don't explain this in the movie, so I don't blame you for believing that this is the case. My guess is that Kat had lycanthropy as well, and the reason why she had stuff like the moon rock is because she also had been experimenting with things to either enhance or control her lycanthropy. And so,
That's fine.
right.
Someone needs to say something. They can't just be like, "Oh, by the way, Cat's here. Guess what? Oh, she's a fucking werewolf."
Yeah.
Like it was like 10 seconds, and you were like, "Wait a minute, she's a werewolf? Oh shit!"
Oh, we do know that Willie and her had some sort of falling out, and she had left town. And she left town because she felt that the town that they were from was fucked up and
Woodhaven.
Woodhaven. Yep.
right. And so maybe that's why she left Woodhaven, is because she got infected by a werewolf. Now we also know that Tina's dad had been killed early on when she was young from the photo in the first Wolfcop at the bar. And then the bartender says to her, like, you know, the last time I fucked a werewolf like that, it was your dad. So there may be something having to do with
Dirty.
family tree coming up in the third and fourth one.
So all of the wolf cops / wolf allies and wolf friends are lichen
/ butt stuff.
/ butt stuff.
Yep.
We've got werewolves and we've got aliens. That's the things that we've been introduced to.
What about witches?
And butt stuff.
Well, the witches were shapeshifters.
And butt stuff. What about butt stuff?
All the butt stuff is implied.
So what about lichen witch butt stuff?
I like the witches butt stuff.
I think that was a cartoon that you drew
I would like to like
for yourself.
Lichen witch butt stuff. Here.
You would liken to see some butt stuff.
I would liken to witch your butt stuff.
You going to hell?
I'll save you a seat.
Suspiria? Speaking of witches.
Oh shit! Yeah, Grant's all about Suspiria.
Ooh.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Get your fucking plug in there.
Suspiria, 1977, Dario Argento and the Goblins.
Necrogoblicon?
Not Dario
Such a
Argento
good band.
and the Goblins. Classic horror movie. They're remaking it right now for Amazon Prime, and it looks fucking awesome. Who was in it? Who was in it again, Matt?
Your mom.
Tilda Swinton, Chloe something,
Dakota Johnson.
Dakota Johnson, and Chloe.
Chris on top of shit.
It looks fucking amazing. The first one was, I'll be honest, I've never finished it. Not high praise. Not high praise.
Yeah, we watched the trailer and it looks really fucking good.
Looks
Don't get me
creepy.
wrong. Yeah,
I should have finished it, and my wife said, "Let's watch The Office instead." And I said, "That's
Prison
fine.
Mike.
Prison Mike." And there were tormentors, and they were flapping all around.
Yeah,
Corey's so disappointed.
Corey has just paused his video and left.
It was part 3.
Part 3 of what?
Corey's poop.
Oh,
Corey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
It never gets old.
no, it really doesn't. Oh man. What? Why are we here?
I think. Is there much more that we can say about Wolfcop or another wolf?
No, usually. So Corey's trying to end the episode, and usually it's me that tries to end the episode.
I feel like there's
Corey probably has to make Boom Boom Round 3.
No, I know that there's that couch behind it that just needs some racing. So I think
Corey, you gotta make Boom Boom Round 3. It's fine. It's a futon. Grant just fell out of his chair. Oh boy.
Corey.
No, you're still good. You just
I lost my headphone.
he has no idea what's going on.
dealing with a large baby. No, hey. Oh no!
No.
Hey.
Oh, so
Oh my! Oh my god!
For the audio listeners, no matter what I
Even
think,
I feel bad at this point. That has to go on. Nope. Is that one
Gross enough.
gross enough? Those are my free headphones that ad company just stopped responding to my emails for. I was telling Grant, I'm like, yeah, I got this free pair of headphones, and I did like one episode, and they were like, thank you, and then I sent them the second one, and they just never responded, and they realized how fucking useless we are.
no, we got that one email back from the guy. I think he was no longer with the company. They probably fired him for giving us the ability.
I sent an email with the timestamps for when they were mentioned in the second episode that we did, and I just never got a response.
Right.
This is me giving a fuck. Exactly. So yeah, I guess we can just go ahead and rate this. There isn't much more to say about another Wolfcop.
Another Wolfcop. Pretty big disappointment, unless you want a shit show.
You heard it here first. Brand Hill.
What are we rating it out of?
0 to 5 scale. You can give an explanation if you want, but you don't have to.
2?
2? All right. Well, Corey, what would you give it?
I'm going 4.
What?
Yeah, you guys thought I was.
Loved it.
I loved this movie. I thought it was a perfect follow up to the first Wolfcop, which I probably would have given a 3, maybe 3.5.
Agreed. I would give the first Wolfcop a 3.
Yeah,
At least.
it hit all the notes that I wanted out of a fucking Wolfcop movie, and then some.
Yeah, I mean, I give it a 3. I give this one a 3. I guess it did what I expected it to do. It just took it a little too far, and
I love every moment of going too far, though. I love Bad Willie.
You might have a point. I guess the first one went too far, but it still held up the premise of being a serious, maybe not so serious horror movie. Where this one was just like, we didn't even give a shit. It's a total mess, and we are a joke.
Yeah,
and this is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And
any of the
I don't know if that's a plus or minus for it, or if that's good or bad.
Have you guys ever seen the Toxic Avenger movies?
No.
Sure.
Okay,
Have you, or are you just lying?
I saw them. I thought I saw them with you.
No. Bitch.
Old Trauma.
Old Trauma in the 80s. First Toxic Avenger comes out, becomes a crazy hit on video and cable from this company, and then like they do more of them, and they just get more and more ridiculous. But then something really fucked up happens, which is the Toxic Avenger becomes a children's cartoon and a children's toy line. Like this movie that had him putting a bitch in, and I'm saying that because that's what he calls her. Used by these high school bastards. He's getting even with them. Melvin the Mop Boy, who turns into Toxic Avenger, goes and gets even with them. He puts this woman on the hot coals in a steam room, her bare ass and a towel on that. He's like, why don't you sit on this for a while, hot ass? So
probably a sweet butt.
While
offensive. Also ironic.
Because it's trauma. That's what trauma is.
Right.
It becomes a children's cartoon and toy line. That's what I'm talking about. Another Wolfcop. We've seen his dick peeing blood. I imagine at some point we will get, not just on their website, because they are selling action figures of Wolfcop, but I imagine that this can make it into a children's cartoon down the road, and there will be a Wolfcop cartoon. There was that X-Cop cartoon a few years ago.
You might be right.
I just wanted that.
That's all I got.
Silence. No, you're not wrong in any form. I'm whatever. It is what it is.
Like imagine that cash in. Imagine that you
Kesha?
Nick Lachey?
Yes, Nick Lachey. Imagine that you've made a movie that is just like straight up schlock, and nothing should really come of it. You're lucky you got it off the ground at all. And then all of a sudden, it's like you get sequel, and then another sequel, and then another sequel, and then all of a sudden you hit mainstream, and that magic of like, how the fuck did this happen?
I'd spit on Kesha if she asked me to.
Kesha?
Yeah.
TikTok?
Just TikTok. I like to get spit on in bed.
TikTok. That's not what the song is about.
Not at all. Corey, do you want to like read the outro and end this shit show?
I should make you guys do it. I think
I'll do it if you want me to. Okay. Do you want to read it? Oh, damn it. Stop that. If you're not going to read it like an adult, you're not going to read it at all. You can contact us by leaving us a voicemail at 805-328-3966. You can email us at pot@gncast.com. Pot@gncast.com. Yeah. Or leaving us a message on the website. Please follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Podcast of Terror. Subscription links. Oh boy, we're on. Oh my god, we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or any of your favorite podcasters. You can leave us feedback on whichever one you like. We like feedback. Don't leave feedback specifically on my ability to read this.
Please don't leave negative feedback.
You can go to bit.ly/potreview. All subscription options and links can be found at gncast.com/subscribe. Finally, you can follow the entire network under the Galactic Network on Facebook. I think there's a Instagram too. Holy fuck. I think all the beer's starting to come over. Yeah, you could oh man, my bladder started to yell at me. If you want to give the show money, go to amazon.podcastterror.com, shop like you normally would. We get a cut of what you spend. It costs you absolutely nothing else. We get something. It's oh my god. Have you ever hated your life so much?
Get it together, Matt.
To end?
If guest, where can we find you?
Yeah, that's you.
Social, etc.
Do you have?
Oh, I'm a guest.
Yeah, you're the guest. You don't use.
Don't find me
ever. Yeah,
don't find me.
You don't have to say anything.
I have paranoia.
It's just we generally have people on here who are trying to like push something, and you're just trying to push shit in.
Push your shit in.
Yeah, Corey, where can people find you on the internet?
I was gonna say you can find Grant's fake semen line on.
You laugh, but it's a serious thing.
Still trying to figure out where Grant's fake
corn syrup / non-derrick-humor.com.
Looking for next sponsorship.
75-25. Put it on your fronts, people.
Wow. Corey, where can people find you on the internet?
I'm on this show. That's where I'm.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't have much else going on. But anybody who made it to the end of this episode, it was worth it just to hear Matt try to do the closeout.
Oh my god, that was such a nightmare. I'm like, this won't be that bad. I've done this 100 times.
Matt can't string a sentence together at this point.
Oh, this sucks. I want this night to end. Corey, where can people find you on the internet?
You keep asking me.
Have you answered it though?
He said at the show. He said he answered it.
But every time he goes, you can find this person or that person at this place and that place. And all he said was at the show. I don't like that answer.
He was too embarrassed. He said, at the show. I don't want anything else associated with
fine.
me.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Untapped. I'm at the Lifeguard. If you're listening to this episode, my Untapped was very busy. Episode. Get that episode up in that big net. That's gonna do it for another episode. I don't know if we're back. We might be back. I don't know what's happening. Eventually, we'll be back from our break.
So that really want us back?
No, probably not. We're gonna get a lot of emails that are like, "Just fucking kill yourself." Anyways, this is gonna do it for another episode of the podcast. Here, I gotta poop. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Stay sober, everybody.